Who really came first? The egg or the chicken? For thousands of years, humanity has debated one of the oldest questions ever asked. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? Philosophers argued over it. Religious thinkers debated it. Even today, people still use it as an example of an impossible question. But according to modern science, the answer is actually surprisingly clear. The egg came first. To understand why, we need to go back, not thousands of years, but hundreds of millions of years. Long before there were chickens, there were fish. Then came amphibians, reptiles, dinosaurs, and eventually birds. Many of these animals reproduced by laying eggs. In fact, eggs existed over 300 million years before the first chicken ever appeared on Earth. Dinosaurs were laying eggs around 190 million years ago, while modern chickens only evolved relatively recently from their wild ancestors in Southeast Asia. So if eggs already existed millions of years before chickens, doesn't that settle the debate? Well, not quite. Some people ask a more specific question. What about the first chicken egg? This is where evolution gives us the answer. Species don't suddenly appear overnight. Evolution is a gradual process where tiny genetic mutations accumulate over many generations. At some point, there wasn't a chicken, but there was a bird that was almost identical to one, a proto-chicken. When two of these proto-chickens reproduced, a tiny mutation occurred in the fertilized egg. That mutation altered the DNA just enough that the chick developing inside became what scientists would classify as the first true chicken. Think about that for a second. The first chicken didn't magically appear as an adult. It hatched from an egg, and that egg was laid by a bird that wasn't technically a chicken. So before the first chicken ever took its first breath, the egg containing it already existed. In other words, the first chicken came from an egg, not the other way around.